All right, boys. The Hart Trophy is awarded at the end of the year to the player who is deemed most valuable by, who is it, the writers?
Yeah, it's the Professional Hockey Writers Association.
The writers. Who best to pick the most valuable player? But some people who write.
A lot of the voting things have always been weird to me. Like that's that.
The goalie one's the worst.
The Jack Adams one is TV broadcasters. The goalie is GMs. Like I don't know.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like it should be sort of like the Hall of Fame, where there's like
a committee.
Yeah,
of different, like, people from different aspects of hockey.
Yeah, like have and like you can have some writers and some broadcasters and some GMs.
But like
they have a group
pool of people.
Yeah. But
that would make sense. But
well, how often does the NHL do things that make sense?
I don't know. Not often.
Eric's got an answer.
No answer.
So anyway, the MVP, gentlemen, right now, who do we think is going to win it? I have some notables. Let me read off some notables here.
Okay.
Now these might be wrong, these point totals. I got them from earlier today, so they might have changed. But right now we've got McDavid. He's always going to be in the conversation just because he's the best player.
Yeah.
He is at 89 points in 53 games. McKinnon is probably the one of the like top guys right now for the MVP. He's like leading the race with another player that I will mention in a second here. But he's got 96 points in 59 games, unless that's changed, but I don't think it has.
No, it's still at 96. I brought up the point leaders.
Okay. Yeah, so 96 points in 59 games. Pretty wild. Kucherov, 100 points. Actually, is he at 100 or is he at 102?
It's 102. 102.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to be at 102. 102 points in 60 games.
That is,
and then I have this guy because he's also doing some wild things. Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that was the other one I was going to mention.
Yeah,
56 games.
I'm pretty sure he's on pace to crack 70.
Easily.
And if he does, you have to include him in the conversation because that's nuts.
Yeah.
But it's pretty staggering because he's got 52 goals and he has like half of as many assists.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
Yeah, he's not a passer. He's not a passer.
God
but
dang,
it's
man.
wild. He's 52 goals. The next closest is 39 from Sam Reinhart.
Yeah, that's wild.
He's
so
full 13 goals
so
ahead.
Matthews will be winning the Rocket.
Oh yeah.
Like no one's challenging that. But you know what, guys? I had one more name on my list to mention. Now it never goes to a player of this position, but Connor Hellebuck, 925 save percentage, 219 goals against average, and he's already played 41 games this season.
Okay.
Damn. He would be the first since Carey Price, I believe, if he did win it.
Yep.
But
and then actually, you know what? One more. I don't have his stats, but Quinn Hughes is also probably going to be. They're going to talk about it, but he won't because he's.
I'd like to add one more person in here.
Do it.
Artemi Panarin.
Okay.
Has been having a really good season. I think he quieted down a little bit, but definitely
he's sitting at 78 points right now.
Yeah,
he had a little. Did he have an absence? Oh, not really.
No, he didn't. Yeah, but he was up there in the conversation. Maybe as the season goes on, not. But someone to definitely consider, I think.
So, Benny.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
What
are you thinking, and why?
I feel like it's got to be Kucherov. Like like you said, he's already at 102 points, and he is far and away the only reason Tampa is involved in anything at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really a hard one for me. It would just be him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, at this point, because I forget when I heard the stat, but it was something, or it was a tweet. I saw a tweet, and the stat was and this was like a month or two ago, that Kucherov was factoring into 40% of the Lightning's goals, total goals.
Yeah, dude, that's
and it's only going up. Like, I don't think that percentage has gone down. I think if anything, it's gone up. Because like today's
well, it was
game,
100% today alone.
yeah, it was today's game. It was 100%. He factored in. He had 1 goal and 3 assists, and they had 4 goals in the game. So yeah,
that's wild.
He's and you know what is interesting as well is you've got Kucherov there, and then probably in second place, if it's not Matthews because of the goals, which is pretty ridiculous, is McKinnon. Because I think McKinnon is in second for right now, and I think he was doing like, I think he was factoring in on like 30% maybe, or like 20 to 30% somewhere.
He is pretty close to the same kind of situation because Colorado's had a lot of injury issues.
I was about to say
this year.
Yep.
So they are pretty close. So I'm just giving tiebreaker to Kucherov because he's got more points right now.
Yeah.
And also, I think he is having more of an effect on the team overall than McKinnon is for Colorado.
And I think it's interesting seeing that because they're such different players.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Because like you've got McKinnon's like this just big workhorse, speedy guy flying up and down the ice, and then you got Kucherov, who's he's not slow, but he will slow the game down.
And his whole thing is he kind of chooses his pass and like kind of goes through the weeds a little and finds the spots he needs to.
Yeah,
Kucherov is as silky as they get.
He has a silk master.
Yep.
Let's call him that.
Silk master.
What about you, Eric? What are you thinking?
So it's funny, we were talking about McKinnon. I was gonna all great points. I agree completely with Ben, and you as well. McKinnon, I just wanted to pull this up. He leads the Avs in goals, assists, and points. He's the leader. McKinnon is the leader of everything. So just like Kucherov, basically. My only thing is, and this is more of a hockey writer's thing. If Tampa misses, does McKinnon get the edge over Kucherov if the Avs make the playoffs? Like, well, they are okay.
I think
so. I promise you, yes, that'll be what happens.
That's so.
I don't know if
it
probably isn't what should happen, but it is what will happen.
So in that case, then I will double down on Kucherov. He deserves it, especially with the way he's playing.
Sorry,
what?
I just looked up the Lightning stats.
Yeah, they're probably.
What are we looking at here?
Goals. Kucherov's the leader. 38 goals. Braden Point. Wow, so he's only 1 behind Reinhart.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's impressive.
Next is Braden Point with 30. So 8 goals in front. Assists.
What does it drop off from point after point?
Steven Stamkos 23. Yeah, it's not great. But then it's only 20. Brandon Hagel 22.
There you
go. Assists. Kucherov leads 64 assists. Second is Victor Hedman with 50.
Damn.
Yep. And then points, 102 points for Kuch. Second is Braden Point with 62.
Oh.
40 points. He's got 40 points on the next guy.
All right, Jesus. If you're a hockey writer, and it does not matter about playoffs at this point, look at the stats. For the love of all things, oh my god.
Yeah,
that's insane. It's Kucherov.
It's Kucherov. It's Kucherov in a dream right now.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, but that's
Mike. We all know what your answer to this question is, but
well, see, I went in and I came in unbiased. I think there's a strong case for McKinnon, obviously. I think if Matthews hits 70 goals, I think it's going to be hard for them not to give it to Matthews because that's insane.
Yeah.
But if Kucherov hits 150 points and leads the league and the Lightning make the playoffs, that's going to be a tough decision. That's all I'll say. But I will say right now, going into a game, you're going to be the most scared of Kucherov.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd be interested to see at the end of the season who is it? The Ted Lindsay.
Ted Lindsay is the player voted.
The player chose. Yeah. That's the one you want because you want your peers to be like, yeah, this guy's the fucking real deal. I'm interested to see who gets that. I'm sure it'll be McDavid again, because the points don't always reflect, obviously, because obviously you go into a game against McDavid, it's McDavid. That's who you're watching out for.
Yeah.